This video is not suitable for audiences under 13 years of age.
Play. Double kill. Triple kill. Rampage. Godlike.
Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look at some more test server action. And this weekend's test server, I'm just going to hop into a custom game and try to look at the new remastered maps. I haven't personally been on them. I tried to get on last weekend for the test server, and unfortunately the test server app would not download fully for me, so I could never ever get into the game. So with that being said, just hop into a custom game, and hopefully I can actually get into the maps. Because sometimes, for some reason, at least for me, this doesn't always work. So let's start with, actually before I do this, I had just put my Loki in to be my kind of my runner, and I want to make sure I put the jump module on this. Alright, so with that being said, let's go back into the custom game, and let's start with Moon and see how that looks. And fight, let's go. Alright, so we're just going to start with the Loki, of course. And we're going to wander around, and let's see how this looks. Okay. And already, I'm going to say I'm not really a big fan of it. I much prefer the version we have currently, where we have the lighting around the bottom of the outside there. They definitely have seemed to have added some textures here, that's for sure. Well, that was a bad jump. So they've made it look a lot more, I guess, moonish. You can see kind of the little tiny craters and stuff on the ground, which is great. But I wish it had a little bit more of the lighting to it. I don't know why they took the lighting off. When they went with Remastered, they introduced a new version of the map, and I thought that was actually supposed to be the one we're going to keep using. But now they've done it over again. And while it does look better than the original version of the Moon map, I kind of wish they would combine what they have right here, this version, with the lighting effects they had in the previous one. I heard some... Is it this? Oh yeah, this is kind of like making a little sound. Interesting. All right, not horrible. So let's see if we can. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to jump up there, just hit the wrong button. All right, so let's just jump up here. Let's have a kind of a gander around here. Anything in here in center? So while it does look quite similar to the old version, like I said, I just wish they had the lighting of the one that's currently on the live server. All right, okay, so we're gonna hop out of here, leave the battle, and let's try to go into factory next and see what they've done there. So go back into a custom game. Let's go into factory. See how this works. You can drop in anytime. There's not another team. Let's go. This happened to me the last time I tried to do this too. I got into one single match, a custom match, and then it would not drop me into another match after there. I don't know why Pixonic, can't fix some of this crap. Why are you waiting for the enemy team? There is nobody there. I just want to go into a custom game. I don't understand why Pixonic has this stuff screwed up on the test server. I mean, let's come on, let's just go. I just want to do it by myself. I guess we won't get a chance to do it on the test server. Alright, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and see if I can clear the data, if that will allow me to go in and pick a different game. So please just bear with me for a couple minutes. Alright everybody, we're back. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it working to get back into custom games, so I ended up having to download a test server on another device to create another account so I can invite them in. So hopefully this is going to work. So we have factory and quick match. I've already accepted on my other device, so let's just go ahead and fight and see. Hopefully we can get into another match. And we can. Awesome. Great. So again, dropping the Loki, and I'm going to have to remember to actually drop into something with my other device, otherwise it's just getting in the match. Okay, so we are now on factory, and that's kind of interesting sound effects there. There's that's green steam goo stuff coming out of there, kind of making that shh sound. Kind of waiting for it again, but I guess it's only occasionally. All right, so let's go ahead. Well, I heard some fire or something. And okay, so they've made it a green, kind of an acid. And on the previous version of the factory, it was like an orangey red color. But despite that, I really don't notice too much of a change. I'm not sure if these buildings here had a blue texture to them or not, but everything else, like the textures, the cobblestone, all seem to be pretty much the same. So let's hop down here. Let's see if the green goo or the green acid or whatever it's supposed to be now, if it was still... Yeah, oh geez, it takes it off quite a bit. Oops, gotta get out of here, I was actually kind of expecting given it does take damage off, I was expecting it to make some kind of a sound. Like maybe like a burning sound or a corrosion sound of some sort, but it didn't. So really, it's pretty much the exact same map, although I see that smoke in the background kind of coming up. I don't think that was there previously. It could have been. I don't remember. We really didn't have factory for very long. So can I actually get up here a little bit so I can see some of the background? So let's jump up here. So, well, that was kind of cool. I was hoping I could get up there a little more and kind of just stay there, but... And we have some more. We really have a lot of smoke back there in those factories. You know what? Maybe I should have dropped in my hawk or something to try to get a little bit of height. That's okay. Oh, that was bad jump. I kind of wanted to jump up there on that structure. Okay, well, that was pretty much it for this map. Like I said, it doesn't look like much has changed, other than maybe the color changes on those buildings to blue, and that acid now is all kind of like a green sludge. You know, part of me likes the green change. It kind of just, it breaks up the map from like a brown orangey color. I thought it was too much the last time. But I'm not really sure if green is the right choice for a color, but it is what it is. I'll say I do kind of like it better than the original version we had, but like I said, there hasn't really been a heck of a lot of change. So nice backgrounds. All right, so let's exit out of here. And let's go look at the Dreadnought map. So bear with me here. We're going to go back in. We're going to create a custom game. I thought by leaving the game it would take me back into the custom game area here, but I guess I have to re-invite again. All right, so let's accept that. All right, and let's change it to Dreadnought and see how this puppy looks. And here we go. You gotta be kidding me. You're screwing up on me again? What is with this game? Like, seriously. Like, what do I have to do? Alright, bear with me here. I'll try and fix it and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. I can't believe what I had to do just to get this to work. In order to get this to work again, I had to actually, on my other device, clear my data and start a new account. That's what I had to do to get this bloody thing to accept another invite. Now, having done that, I noticed something very disturbing. And a lot of us, what we do is we like to clear our cache and clear our data to essentially use the ads how we want to use them. So I like to use them by essentially farming the ads for supply drops. You're not going to be able to do that anymore, apparently, with the new version that they want to roll out, because they're doing the downloader thing where they actually have a really small file size to download from whether it's a Google Play Store or the Amazon Store, etc. And then when you first log into the game, it will automatically download the rest of the game files. And unfortunately, if you go to clear your cache and data, it forces you to download over a gigabyte of data every single time. So those of us who are trying to essentially get around the shortcomings of this game, you are no longer going to be able to do that unless you're comfortable with at least for me on the supply drops, every single time you use 3 supply drops, you go ahead and you download yet another gigabyte of data. And I don't have the bandwidth and stuff to be able to do that. And I am very disappointed in that from Pixonic. No, they should just make the stupid ads unlimited to whatever you want to use them for. And so we don't have to worry about this crap anymore. But anyways, getting back to the Dreadnought map. It definitely has changed. There are some new structures. I do kind of like the how it's looking. I was kind of expecting a little bit more, if I'm being blatantly honest. It does look very similar to what it was previously. There is some decent lighting under here. This is one of the things I was worried about, because I was actually on the beta version of the Steam version that they had probably a couple years ago, and they had the Dreadnought map in there. And it was so dark in here that you could not see a bot you were even shooting at. It was almost pitch black. So I'm glad to see that they took some of those elements out of the Steam version, brought them here, because they have introduced a little bit new textures, made some lighting changes. You can kind of see like more of like an orangey yellow glow in here, and it's probably because of the sunlight refracting off of the yellow orange sand, kind of making a glow in here. But as with mini maps, it seems to be all just kind of one color. And I wish they would just kind of change it up a little bit. I don't like the... my Loki's glitching out here. I don't like the version they have right now with the valley. It's just too much greenery. Like we saw in the factory, at least they put in the... kind of the green acid instead of the orangey red acid. It kind of split it up a little bit. But even here, I know it's the Dreadnought's in a desert area and there's a lot of sand. I just kind of wish there would be a little bit more color. But, you know, the textures look good. It looks half decent. Even look at these rips on here. They could have done a little bit, you know, more in terms of like these breakage points. But, you know, you could go into a lot of detail of things that they did wrong. Or not really did wrong, but they could have done better. Like this is just all like a flat texture. And honestly, if you were on any kind of Dreadnought ship, this would all be bumpy and kind of textured and riveted, and you know they could have done a lot more. I'm not even sure what version I'm running on, if this is HD or not, but I'm not even going to go through the process of trying to download the gigabyte or more of data by clearing the cache and stuff on my other device just to do this one more time. But it looks good. One thing I want to mention to Pixonic, if they ever have to listen to this, why did you even remove these to start with? Like this is the test server. This is all on the test server. There's no cross usage of the maps between the live server and the test server. So why could you not have kept the this is really funky. I don't know what's going on with my Loki. It's like it's on LSD or something. But anyways, you could have easily kept all these maps on the live server the way they were, and just introduced the remastered at certain points in time. There really was no reason technologically wise as to that you had to remove them from the live server. But anyways, that being said, it is what it is. So let's just hop out of here, and because I'm completely sick and tired of watching that Loki go completely bonkers. And just give me my final thoughts. So I'm not going to run a game. We've seen the new weapons a few times now on the test server. They haven't really made too many changes to them. Even if they do seem relatively balanced right now, they are going to be OP once they come to the live server. It's just the way Pixonic does stuff. And if you think you're going to be able to get these weapons to combat the overpowered meta of shells right now, shells and sonic weapons, think again. By the time you get them to counter the shells, either the shells and stuff will be nerfed, or, and this is more likely, that the people who are running the shells with the sonic weapons will transition to shells with the new weapons, and they'll have them max out heck of a lot more sooner than you will. So if you think you're going to be able to go in here, get the new weapons, get them leveled up so that you counter the current shell armies, is what I call them, where you have 4 or more shells rushing your home base right from the very start, you're going to be sorely mistaken. I really think we all know this game, and the way Pixonic runs it is absolutely ludicrous. At some point, people are just going to get fed up and leave. And, there's me, for now, I don't spend any more money on this game. I know a lot of people who don't spend any money on this game anymore. I know a lot of people who they don't even care about the events and stuff or the operations. They play when they want to play, and that's how they still enjoy the game. Once they get frustrated, they leave. I know lots of people, if they'll get frustrated after the first 2 matches in the day, well, that'll be it. They won't play anymore for the entire day. And I'm kind of there too. I play when I can. I squad when I can with the guys. But beyond that, you know what? I'm not taking this game seriously anymore. And I know I am playing other games more frequently than this one. But that being said, as for the maps, they look good. But has it really been worth the 3-month or so wait that we've had or longer? No. It hasn't. There was no reason that they actually took them off the live server. They could have been working these on the side and kept the current ones live. But that being said, we'll eventually get them. It sounds like from what I've seen some of the posts that they likely won't come until they get the downloader thing all working, where you basically only download a small file size from the App Store. And then once you launch it, it then goes in further to the Pixonic servers and downloads the rest of the game files. And once they have that in place and they're able to do the swapping between HD and performance, then you'll have the optional ability to download the high definition graphics. Performance graphics, I assume, probably will just be the default that you'll automatically download. But like I said, that's about a gigabyte of data that it downloads. Right now, I think it's like a few megs or whatever that you download, maybe 24 megs, I think what it was, from the actual Play Store. And then it downloads another, I think it's 1.3 gigs or something like that. And I'm very, very disappointed that they've gone this way so that now you can't even clear your data in your cache. Well, you can clear your cache, but sometimes it's not enough just to clear your cache. You have to sometimes also clear the data in order to get those ads reset on whatever you want. And so that means every single time you want to reset, you've got to download over a gigabyte of data, which is absolutely, it's stupid. There's going to be people out there who don't have unlimited internet connections, and they have a monthly bandwidth limit, and they won't be able to reset the ads anymore. So I really hope Pixonic will wake up and do something actually good for the community and take the limit off of the ads. Just if I run 100 games in a day, well, let me use it 100 times on the supply drops, or 100 times to speed up a weapon or a bot upgrade or something. We are playing the game. Mixonic is making money off the ads. There is no reason why we can't use the ads where we want to use them in the game. There isn't. So Pixonic, throw us a bone. Give us at least a little bit of something with all the crap you've taken away. With that being said, I'm going to call it now. I have no idea how long this video is because I have to basically stitch it all together because there's been long wait times in between trying to get these devices all working and be able to get my other account and invite it in. So like for me right now, I'm at the 30-minute mark. I know once I stitch this all down, it might be down to about 15 minutes, so I don't want to go any further. So anyways, if you haven't liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.